Hello! Oh, I am getting pings on the Discord. Let's see here for a minute. Mic sound good? Sound okay? I have some whatever settings I can just muster here to try and have it sound fine when I'm not sitting right next to it. Don't mind that. Okay, things sound good. I am not entirely sure what we're gonna play. There is an Insignia Counter-Strike session in about an hour, and I want to hop in that. I have my copy of Counter-Strike right here. Until then, we're just gonna wing it, I guess. Steel Battalion video finally got out. I'm happy with how that went. It's doing very well, much better than the Shadow one did. So I'm just kind of ready to kick back a little bit. It's been a while since I streamed too. Let's see, what are we gonna play? I would play Steel Battalion. Thing is, you know, we just did the video on that, but I can't exactly set that up here, as I mentioned. And this I'm saving for later, but I could go for some GTA 3. That could be a fun time. Why not? I have a whole shelf of games over there, but actually, okay, we'll think about that later. I just realized the game's gonna be way too loud at first because I haven't turned that down. I'm gonna have to turn off music in this, aren't I? That's fine. I was gonna put some stream safe on here because there's some stream safe music on here, but I couldn't get it to work, so instead we're just gonna go and do that. Well, hold on, I'm trying to remember which radio stations in this game aren't actually copyrighted music, because a surprising amount of music in this game isn't actually like licensed. I think Game Radio isn't, and probably Rise FM. We're just not gonna worry about that. I don't want to get this taken down or whatever. I was playing a bit of GTA 3 and Vice City while making the last video, just because it's a nice, easy game to play that you don't have to think about to do after a long day of editing or whatever. Need to master the art of flicking through those. I'm not sure what I want to do, actually. I guess we can just find like a cop car and do some chases or something. I haven't really done the side stuff in this game much. Being more Discord pings. Don't worry about that, that's fine. It's fine. There's the cop car we want. Chill, yeah, well, you know. I mean, GTA 3 is basically a slapstick comedy of a video game, so. With impeccably bad gameplay in terms of ground combat. There we go. You know, I spent longer than I'd like to admit playing this before realizing you can do drive-bys. Actually, I don't have a SMG right now, so I can't do drive-bys. But, I'll make it work. Yeah, I don't have a plan or anything for this stream. I'm just kind of just kicking back a little bit. And remembering how this game's cars drive. Oof, only playing the remaster is tough. I mean, they improved the gunplay a little bit, but that's really the only thing that could be said they improved. Car is gonna explode before you can catch up to this guy. Come on. Come on. Come on. See, the airport. That's the other way. Yeah, one bounty done, and the target, the car already looks like this. Okay, yeah, the weapon wheel's better. They can only hold like 4 guns, I think, in 3D era games. Actually, no, I think. Okay, no, the biggest improvement in the remaster, there is a map. Because the original 3 does not have a map anywhere. You just have to like pull out the paper map the game came with. Which is, you know, I mean, immersive, I guess. It's not terribly convenient. This would be a lot harder if he couldn't drive, or if he could drive. Oh, come on. What are you doing? Come on. It's really funny going back to this game and thinking that there's like a huge moral panic over it, because it really is just like the most ridiculous cartoon show. It makes like cartoony splat noises when you hit people. There is no commitment to realism in this game. Uh-oh. Come on, floor it, floor it, floor it! OMG GTA 3 indeed. I really probably should just set up, like, RE3 and play this on PC, because it's definitely a better experience, but there's something about playing it on the original hardware. Or original-ish hardware, I guess, because the Xbox port, but whatever, it's better anyway. What I unfortunately can't play is the Linkin Park CD that was ripped to this Xbox when I got it. Which was such a fun discovery. Yeah, when I got this Xbox, all that was on it was like a ton of Morrowind saves and a rip of a Linkin Park CD. That'd be a fun stream sometimes, looking through all the Morrowind saves. God, yeah, getting the game files on PC is a pain now, because you can't just buy them. Or I guess, actually, maybe you can through the... I remember seeing that at some point you could just buy them all still through Rockstar Launcher. But I think everywhere else they just delisted them in favor of the remasters. So-called remasters. Come on, come on. Okay. Not good. Oh. Okay. I want to get into, like, the actual city before I do that. Maybe we can go down to the airport and just, you know, fly there. It's so easy to fly there in GTA 3. There is something about GTA 3, though, you know, because, like, this was in that weird era where, yeah, visual, or bolder art style. And this was in that weird era where, like, they kind of knew what they were going for in terms of, like, the open world game structure, but it wasn't really defined as, like, the whole cinematic kind of angle they eventually went for. So this kind of feels somewhere in between, like, what you imagine a GTA game is and Crazy Taxi with guns. And I mean, I'm so down for Crazy Taxi with guns, so I like GTA 3 a lot. As completely absurd as it is. This does actually support widescreen on Xbox, but it's the really crappy kind where it just kind of crops off the top and bottom. So I play it in 4:3. Oh, hey, there's a rainbow over there. That's neat. I didn't know that was a thing. Oh god, I forgot one other thing I hate about the early GTA games is... Oh, where was it? Display controls? No, it's... Trails. Where... Like, it has the stupid, awful ghosting effect kind of trails on everything. But if you turn that off, then it also screws with the color grading. Which, in 3, I don't mind it too much, because it still looks fine, I think, with it off. But in Vice City, it really messes with it. You prefer it over the other GTAs of this era? Okay, yes, sort of. I prefer playing through Vice City, I think. But, okay, I'm gonna get grilled for this. The thing with GTA San Andreas, right? It's really good. I think it's, you know, it was an extremely good game at the time. It was really innovative. I think most of the things it added coming from, like, 3 and Vice City aged really, really badly. Like, there's a lot of that game... No, we're not doing Linkin Park. There's a lot of that game that is really fun still, but there's also a lot more compared to these games that is just, like, complete dog water. Like, someone I was talking to the other day said it best, where, like, you can make a top 10 worst missions in GTA list, that was like a good, agreeable list and have every single one of them be from San Andreas. But 3 is, you know, 3 is all nice and agreeable for the most part. I mean, it's cartoon, it's just ridiculous, and there's a couple missions that suck, but for the most part... for the most part, it's... if you're willing to just work with it on its terms, its very ridiculous terms, then it's pretty agreeable, I think. There's not a whole lot of missions in this game that are terrible, aside from, like, a couple of infamous ones. I know there's a knack to flying this. I have no idea what it is, so we're just gonna kind of pray. Hey, like, no, okay, not like that. It's not how you fly it. Not being able to swim. Not my favorite part of this game, I'll admit. See, are we back? Oh, yeah. Yeah, like, the characters in San Andreas I like a lot. As much as that game just totally loses the plot towards the end. But I'd say, I don't know if I prefer 4 or 5. I'd say, I think my favorite one is probably 4, but the thing with 4 is that it feels really padded out when you're playing through it. Because there's a lot of missions that just have, like, nothing to do with anything, really. Whoop. And it's weird, because, like, some of the like, characters' mission streaks, like, side mission quest chains, whatever you want to call them, are, like, really, I feel, thematically appropriate, right? Like, what's his face? Dwayne's, right? Dwayne's and the other guys are really, really good. But for some reason, those are the only optional ones in the game, and you have to do ones like Brucey or whoever it was. It's like, I feel like you could cut out half the missions in 4, and it would be a considerably better game. Sorry, one of my favorite stupid arcadey things in this game is when any car explodes, you just magically get money. Like, there's no given reason for why you get money when a car explodes. It just because video game. What happened to your hood? Hold on. Oh, no, man. Dude. You ain't looking so good there, man. Okay. Let's see. Can I remember where ammunition is? Because it does not mark it on your map. I think it's over here, right? Yeah, there it is.
I don't need to send the ID.
You know that's just some dude at Rockstar. Because this is like a British game. And that's your reminder that it's British. See, I'll take a grenade. What is this game? It's Grand Theft Auto 3. Which is a wildly different game from all the other ones. It's not wildly different from, like, Vice City, I guess, but... Yeah. That's one thing I like about Vice City, is that, like, there's only a couple missions that I think are really bad. And none of them feel like unreasonable padding, I don't think. Especially because a lot of Vice City is just, like, strictly optional. Like, all the gang missions and stuff, you don't have to do those. Whereas in 4, like, nearly every mission that isn't, like, a phone mission is completely mandatory, even if it has no correlation to what actually happens in the plot. Which I assume is probably because a lot of people just get killed off in 4. But 3 has the same... Like, 3 is funny, because a lot of people get killed off, like, people that are involved with the main missions get killed off. But instead of, like, having a more elegant solution to that, if they get killed off in a different story mission, that story mission's just gone. You can't do it. So that's like, it's really possible to just lock yourself out of 100% by doing missions that are be exclusive to other missions. Like, there's the one where you go kill, I think, Kenji, who is another one of the mission givers. So if you just do that one, then all of his missions become unavailable forever. Which, I mean, that's a solution to that problem, I guess. Yeah, Vice City's soundtrack is great. It would be very sad to play that on stream, because I wouldn't be able to play any of the music. I guess it doesn't matter that I have the music off if I'm just doing vigilante missions, because not like these have radios anyway. Did he just drive off the... Okay, is he not dead? Ooh! Hi! No, come on. Yeah, just gonna... Okay. Hopefully that kills him. It does! Bazinga indeed. We haven't had any, like, real GTA 3-isms with the car physics yet, but I feel like we're going to. Where you just, like, get a head-on collision and one of you just fires off into space. Oh, he's over there again. No, that's a dead end. See, does this actually go that way? What songs are they picking out for GTA 6? It's a good question. I mean, oh dear. Okay, that's not... No, okay. We should start running. Any enterprising cops want to jump off a... Oh my god! Hi! Hello! Okay, I'll take that as a yes. I love how they just use their cars and projectiles in this game. Just zero self-preservation whatsoever. I don't know how I'm gonna take this guy down. He's in a semi-truck. See, can I get... No. This is bad. Okay. Okay. That's just fine, man. Don't worry about it. Come on. Oh, okay, I don't know where I got that speed. Okay, bye. I'm not catching up with this guy. Unless I can just, like, ram him off the cliff in the next 5 seconds. Which, oh! Well, that was poorly timed, but it could have gone well. It's really ironic that most of the age as well as larging music in these games seems to be the one part Rockstar can't mess with. Yeah, it's really interesting to me that most of 3's radio music isn't licensed. Like, it seems like it's licensed. It pretends to be licensed. It isn't actually licensed. Okay, okay. Come on, I just need a police car. No! Ah! I hate how they can just, like, instantly bust you out of a car in this game. I will say one, I guess, sticking point for me with the music in the earlier games is that there's no soundtrack really outside of the radio music. Where like you're playing GTA 4, and like the GTA 4 main theme is great, right? Like it's a really, really good main theme for that game. Everybody loves it. It's the only original soundtrack in that entire game. And it just makes a lot of the missions feel a little dull, I think. Where it feels like something should be happening, there should be some music playing, but it's just dead silence. And I'm glad Red Dead 1 and GTA 5 really did something about that. He's doing police chases in 5, like with the radio off. It's actually really fun. Because they have like a whole dynamic music thing for like your wanted level and whether or not the cops know where you are. Come on. Come on. They love honking. What are you doing here? Yeah, they use licensed music from 3 onwards. And that's the weird thing about 3 to me. Is that it does have some licensed tracks, but only like a few. Yeah, it kind of works in 4. It's just that sometimes I feel like they could have gone further with stuff like scripting the radio to play specific songs at specific times. Where like I did the last mission and it was playing like I forget what it was, but it was the most like completely unfitting clown music during the big climactic finale. It's like I feel like he could have at least scripted a little bit. That's one thing I really like in 5. Is like my favorite moment in that game is right when you're doing the end of Death Wish, when you're driving out of town with that one guy in your trunk, and it plays Wouldn't Want to Be Like You. Like that's the good stuff. Oh, seriously? Whatever. You know, who needs guns anyway? It's fine. I don't need guns. I'll just do it. I'll just ram him off with the car. It's cool. As soon as I find a police car to borrow permanently. Hello? Come on, there's gotta be one somewhere. Okay, who's shooting now? Is it you? No. Okay. Who is? I gotta keep the peace here. Was it one of you two? Okay, you're holding a gun. I'm gonna assume it was you. Take your wallet. Any police cars? Wanna let me borrow them? There's one. Come on. Come on. Okay, now I don't want it to. I hate how, like, incredibly easy to destroy every car in this game is. Like, I can just, like, do this a little bit. Hold on. Come on, one more. 2 more. 3 more? Come on. It's about to go up. I am amazed that hasn't exploded yet. Come on. It's a matter of principle now. I have to make this car explode. No. I gotta deal with this car first, man. Seriously? Oh, whatever. As soon as the single player of 6 has time to shine. Yeah. See, that's a really interesting thing to me about GTA 5. Is, like, there is a lot of... Like, there is not less, like, side stuff and collectibles and all that in 5. But, like, who thinks about any of the side stuff in the GTA 5 campaign? Because as soon as you're done playing the campaign, like, do you want to do some of the side stuff in single player, or do you want to do all of the side stuff in online? It's just weird. Not launching on PC. Rockstar loves not launching on PC. It's their favorite thing in the world. We are still away. Yeah, like, we know they're putting Red Dead 1 on PC. Like, they accidentally leaked it in somehow the PlayStation version description. I don't even know how you've managed that. It's like, we know they're doing it. Just do it. just put it on PC already. Oh, come on. This is really not what I want to be happening right now. I feel like there was some random place that had a police car that was just unlocked and you didn't have to steal it. Might have been Vice City. We can do taxi missions or something. Actually, we can do hospital missions. I've heard the ones in 3 are brutally difficult, but I've never actually tried them myself. Assuming there's a... yeah, there it is. I like how nobody locks their cars in these games. Like, it took until GTA 4 for anybody to realize they can lock their car. Hold on. See, what makes it strange to me is the stuff with so many games, Minecraft, most Ubisoft titles, especially the old Time Splitters games, not being on Steam's kryptonite for those titles even now. God, I would kill to have Time Splitters on PC, like, properly. I know there's the Homefront version, but... yeah, and, like, I want them to do something with it so bad. Because they said... well, they didn't say anything. But even if they canceled the recent Time Splitters, they put Time Splitters, like all the Time Splitters game up on PSN recently, where you can just buy them on PlayStation. And you can buy them on Xbox. But there's nothing on PC for it. I mean, yeah, we're talking classic GTA, we can do it this way. I forgot they had this camera in this game. Yeah, it's genuinely almost unplayable. It's really funny that it's here. Okay, get out. This is honestly a better ambulance service than most in the US. Like, only paying $100 for an ambulance? Wow. How do I... try to, like, read chat? Kids don't read chat and drive. Even future perfect has their worst PS2 ports. Yeah, that's unfortunate. But there's not really anything that can be done about it either. Unless they do like a full proper port, obviously, which they should. They should do that. I would very much like if they did that. If you... Embracer Group, or whoever is cursed with the Time Splitters IP right now, if you do a Time Splitters remaster with online multiplayer, everybody's gonna buy it. I like how it's fair game to take them and then immediately run them over. It's interpretive ambulance driving. Do these actually have it? No, they don't. I kind of wish that the ambulances and cop cars had radios. Which, like, it's more realistic that they don't. but like, are we drawing the line at having a radio in the car? Like, like, are we really? I mean, not that I can actually play them on stream, but you know what I mean. You can have one. I love how jank the effect for those lights are, by the way, where it's like, okay, we're just gonna have light halos. Like, light halos, there's no light model at all. And then as soon as you turn it off, it just, like, travels away with it. Yeah, I mean, I'm sure they did obviously do the PS2 ports, or approve the PS2 ports, but that's not, like, any effort on their part, really. It's definitely a lot less work than, like, a proper remaster. And I mean, I guess technically we did get some form of a remaster. It was just stapled the home front in the Revolution. There's a really funny mod for that on PC that just strips out the entire game except for time splitters. Which, I mean, I don't know. I mean, Homefront The Revolution goes on sale for like $5. Yeah, buy Time Splitters and get a free Homefront game. And honestly, I don't think Homefront The Revolution is even that bad. Like, I enjoyed it reasonably enough. It's kind of a mediocre sort of Far Cry thing, but I enjoyed playing through it decently. So, I wouldn't say it's a bad pickup if you just want that and Time Splitters for $5, but... You don't get any multiplayer with Time Splitters, which kind of kills it. Machine Girl's new album has a game with it. Yeah, okay, here's a really funny fact about the PS1 and the Xbox, right? Because the PS1 just has like straight Redbook audio on its discs. You can mostly just put them into a CD player and it'll just play the soundtrack without too much issue with all the music on like one specific track. Meaning that I think in theory you could put a PS1 disc into an Xbox and rip the soundtrack. Because you can just rip music off of CDs with the Xbox. I haven't ever tried that, but I don't see any reason it wouldn't work, and that sounds really funny, so I should sometime. But yeah, here's my Crash Bandicoot. I'm just gonna pop it in the old Xbox. There's plenty of PS1 games where the music's the only really good part, so. Run the Revolution is redundant on Xbox. Okay, I mean, it wasn't really ever much of a chance on Xbox, because the only part of Time Splitter you can access normally is, like, without cheat codes, the only way you can access is the... I think you can only access the Siberia level. And if you use this, like, crazy cheat codes that nobody figured out until a dev said them, you can do... what? Like, you can unlock, I think it's, you can unlock most of the single-player content, but a lot of it doesn't actually work correctly. You have to use the fan patch to make it all... Oh, seriously? 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 You're in... Hold on, okay, we're gonna have to, like... Okay, over here, come on. Come on. Zeppelin? Is there a Zeppelin? Oh. Come on. I like how the ambulance just leaks blood. I guess I probably can't switch ambulances really. This one's not looking so great. I'm also not sure how much of this you strictly have to do to get whatever 100% bonus you get for doing it. I think, isn't it like level 10 or something? This is the least violent thing anybody's ever done in a GTA game. I mean, I've run over a few people, but I think I'm running a net positive in terms of lives saved versus taken. So, I mean, I'm basically a pacifist by this point. Okay, that's not my fault. Okay, that wasn't my fault. Not my fault. Don't worry about it. If everyone knows that if the sirens are on, you can do anything legally. Oh wait, do they actually pull over when the sirens are on? That's really neat. I never noticed that. Yeah, that's really cool. That's a good detail. Okay, he... I don't know, Cat. That's not my fault, okay? I think it's generally good driving advice not to pull over off a cliff. Out of the way! Come on. Everyone's turned on the siren just to get through traffic faster. Oh, now it cares. Now you're supposed to be dead. Alright. Fine. Fine. Let's see, what time is it? 7:33. We got about half an hour to kill until Counter-Strike times. Well, I guess I'll go save. I'm the monkey, you're the cheese grater. You know, I do want to play it sometime. Is Vice City Stories, because I heard that one's actually like some consider it the best 3D era GTA game, which is interesting. I wouldn't have guessed, but it came out like surprisingly close to 4. So I'm kind of curious to see what the kind of design approach on that would end up being. Let's just do a water level, I don't know. Just, yeah, there we go. Okay, that is more what I'm thinking, but I first need to... Come on, get out of your car. Okay, he just doesn't feel like getting out of his car. That's fine. There we go. Okay, nope. Nope, okay, stay down for a sec. I don't want you busting me. Oh, nah. Fine, I'll take this one. Until RDR1, the studio was allergic to checkpoints. Not quite. Stories from Liberty City, or all the DLCs for 4 have checkpoints. Or I think they all do. I know Ballad of Gay Tony does. I forget if the other one does. But, yeah, I don't know why it took them that long. Especially in 4, where a lot of the missions start with like, okay, now drive across Liberty City. This will take no time and will not be annoying in the slightest, I'm sure. Come on. I liked how in Vice City, instead of just having like a arbitrary replay the mission button, which I mean I do like the immediate replay the mission buttons. Instead of just like when you fail the mission and you came out of whatever place you failed the mission from, it just have a taxi there waiting for you to just instantly warp you back to the mission start. Probably still taking notes from Driver 1 and 2. I want to play Driver 1 and 2. I've never tried them out, and it seems interesting. I want to show that tutorial who spots. And Driver San Francisco, but I need to figure out how to buy it. My bucket list is too long. A lot of scenes in GTA 5 just feel like... I feel like it would have been better if they brought nothing back from GTA 4. Because, like, every character from 4 that they brought back in 5 is like, come on. Why do you have to do it like that? Except for Packy. I think Packy is fine in 5. Shockingly few police cars on the road. I bet I can flip this car if I just, like, smash the handbrake right now. Let's see. I can't. Not this one. Alright. Hello, police. Hello, police. I want you. How did that not give me a wanted level? Oh, okay. That's what that pushed it over the line. It is absolutely wild going from like this to 4, because like I haven't really had an issue with the vehicle handling in 4, but after playing these again, I can absolutely see why people at the time did, because it is like the absolute polar opposite of what these games were doing. I don't have an issue with the combat being the polar opposite of these games, though. The combat in this game is very bad. Thanks, random passerby. I like how this game has like the cartoony wanted level reduction tokens just floating in the air. Okay, hold on. We're not gonna talk about that. GTA physics, what was that? Just kick flipped my car. Oh, GTA 3 physics. It's like every car in this game is made of rubber. I love it. See, I want a higher wanted level, but I can't shoot out of my car because I don't have a gun I can do that with. So I just need to kind of wing it, I think. Okay, I'm gonna sit right over here, and I'm just gonna let them drive off the cliff to their deaths. Okay. There we go. Wait, hold on. Okay, no, he didn't live. He's gonna explode any second now. He is going to, right? What you doing down there, buddy? Okay, I mean, I guess they're just chilling. That's fine. Oh wait, no, there was a max 1 level cheat, wasn't there? Hang on, let's see here. GTA 3 cheats. Let's see. Raise wanted level by 1 level. Okay, RT, 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 LB, RT, left, right, left, right, left. I'm going to assume, I use the black and white buttons for this. Okay, RT, RT, LB, RT, left, right, left, right, left, right. Nope, okay, I might have to be on the ground. Okay. Hold on, need to get some distance and then do it. Ideally not like that. This'll do. Okay. LB, RT, left, right, left, right, left, right. Okay, I need to look up like original Xbox controls for this. Let's see. Game facts, you'll never let me down. Cheat codes. Okay, there we go. Playing not on the pie screen. 1 level up. Okay. Black, black, left, right, left, right, left, right. Left, right. I want that. Okay, black, black, left, left, right, left, right, left, right. There, okay. So black, 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 back, okay. Okay, that's not the best way to start a 6-star wanted level. Okay, that's also not... This got really... What exploded? Okay, well now that we know it, we can kill 15 minutes until Counter-Strike starts. Come on, there's someone here. Okay. Well, I want to find a nice, quiet spot to do this that I can start booking it from. Okay. Black, black, left, black. Okay. I think it's because the Xbox D-pad is like really finicky with directional inputs. There we go. Okay, now we start running really fast. I love how the tank in GTA 3 couldn't, like, actually turn and fire and stuff, so instead they just gave it infinite mass so it instantly explodes anything that touches it. I appreciate how janky that solution is. We're just gonna go this way. I think there's cars here, right? Yeah, alright. That is peak tank design right there. We should do that with our military. Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't they think? Just make a tank with infinite mass. It's that simple. Like that, and then that. Yeah, okay. Hey, I won't hear. I will hear no slander of the Skyfall cheat. The Skyfall cheat's really fun. I mean, I wouldn't say that all the cheats in 3 are exactly useful either, considering, like, the zero gravity cheat or whatever. Oh. Tank engineering. God, that... Speaking of tanks, Steel Battalion Heavy Armor, right? I wanted to do a video on that at some point, if I can find a Connect in my original Xbox, or 360. I need to find all the stuff, but you don't see what you use the Skyfall cheat for. Well, I don't know what you'd use like half the Skyfall cheats in this game for, or half the other cheats in this game for. Ooh. No. Oh, okay, we're going this way? That's fine, we're going... I'm okay with this way. It's like pinball with cars. Okay, it's fine. Everything's fine. I think they're all above me right now. Yes, they are. Goodbye. Oh, he's came back with a vengeance. Ooh. This is a catastrophe right now. At least I've lost the tanks because I picked up the bribe token. This way now! Out of the car now! Wow, I lasted like 2 seconds out of the car. Hello. I'm gonna be chased by tanks in this. Okay, black. Nope, go away. Just keep going. Black. Dang it. It's so hard to do like specific direction inputs on the original Xbox controller. There we go. Disregarding heavy armor. Well, it's the 2 on the Xbox, and then there's heavy armor, and that's it. I was like, I'm not sure what happened there, and then the tank showed up, and it's like, oh, I see. Ooh, no, 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 no. Ooh. They should make a VR one. There's something called, I think, Overlord, spelled like OVRLRD or something, that looks like it's kind of going for like a Steel Battalion VR sort of thing. So I'm curious about that. Ooh, those tanks are scary. Just instant destruction on contact. Regular controller mods. Okay, so there is a way you can play. There's no way to play original Steel Battalion with like a regular controller, but there is like a hardware mod you can do to play it with a 360 controller with like the text pad. And like you can play it that way, but you're gonna be seriously inhibited in terms of what you can do that way. If Armored Core can return, why not this? Armored Core works on a controller, is the thing. Yes, you can also emulate with mouse and keyboard, but like only on an original hardware, I think. You could probably do it in... I'm sure there's some like stupid driver way you could do it in Zemu, but the game isn't really playable through that yet anyway. Okay. It's not really playable through Zemu yet. And it probably isn't going to be for a little bit, but it's going to be at some point. Hold on. I just got a ping on Discord, and I have no idea where it was from. Okay, we can do one more before Counter-Strike times, I'm sure. Let's do a little bit of... will I do a video on Jet Set Radio Future? No. I mean, I don't have anything against Jet Set Radio Future, but like, there's a ton of videos on that. Like, if you want a good Jet Set Radio Future video, you can find one. Yeah, there is a Steel Battalion game on the Kinect. I mentioned it at the end of my video, and I realized one day I am cursed to play that. Doesn't mean I have to be happy about it. There's like one video on that game on YouTube, and that person says it's not like that bad once you get a wrangle on the controls, but I mean, I don't know, I'm not convinced necessarily that it's great. But yeah, I'm not gonna do Jet Set Radio Future, because I'm trying to, I like to talk about stuff that like I am either uniquely qualified to talk about or that nobody else is talking about. So like, if I do another, well, there's at least, I'd say 3 more original Xbox videos I really want to do. Maybe 4, maybe 5? There's a lot of games for the original Xbox I want to talk about. It's a really cool console. But yeah, like Phantom Crash. I used a song from that in the video. I really want to do that. Phantom Dust, I think there's a couple of good videos on it, so maybe not, but I do really like Phantom Dust. To be clear, Phantom Crash and Phantom Dust, both original Xbox, Japanese developed exclusives set in post-apocalyptic Tokyo, have absolutely nothing to do with each other. It's just sheer coincidence that they're both named that. I want that car before a tank catches it. Okay, I can survive a hit from a tank, but a car can't. Yes, there's not a lot of Kinect games that work well. I'd say any, like, Just Dance or anything like that works well. because that's basically exactly what it's designed for, but yeah. Okay, it's about time to switch gears here. Let's see here. I have Counter-Strike in complete inbox, original Xbox for $5. You know, it's really funny. CS 1.6 on the original Xbox. Well, first of all, it's like kind of a weird. We're gonna see more about it in a minute, but it's a really interesting version of the game. And also you can play custom music over it. So I started up and it started playing Linkin Park. 1 sec, I need to grab my Halo 2 box because that was in the disc tray. Okay. So yeah, just had to finish talking about random. Little preview of what I'm thinking for the next few Xbox videos. Next video, I think, isn't going to be on Xbox. It's going to be something extremely weird, and we're going to see how it goes. But the few after that, I'm thinking, first of all, I want to do a video like the YouTube Playables one, going through all the original Xbox Live Arcade games. Because there were, I think, 29 or 28 or something like that Xbox Live Arcade games on the original Xbox, and I want to go through and like do like rapid fire reviews of all those. And then there's Phantom Crash I want to do. Obviously, Steel Battalion Line of Contact I want to do. Brute Force could be interesting. It's like a like JRPG kind of thing. I don't know what the deal with that is. And then there is Breakdown, which Breakdown, I love Breakdown. That game's a train wreck, and it's my favorite bad game. I think it's the best bad game I've ever played in my life. Hold on, it seems like my audio is peaking. Let me amp up the compressor a little bit. Let's see, start it there, and then compress harder. That should help. Let's see. Xbox Live started with the original Xbox. Hence Xbox Live right there, obviously. But if you're thinking Xbox Live Arcade, it effectively did start on the Xbox 360. It wasn't built into the console in any capacity on the original Xbox. But some games like Project Gotham Racing 2 had like an extra disc with them, or it came with a lot of magazines, I think, too. Or it came with this extra disc that would like connect to Xbox Live and you could download games through it. And it was mostly like there were a handful of original games made for it. I think it was mostly like emulated stuff. Like if you remember like Digital Eclipse's ports of retro games on the Xbox 360 arcade, stuff like I think they had Joust. They had like they did the they did. I mean, they definitely did Pac-Man stuff and similar ports for like Sonic, and I think Turtles in Time, that kind of thing. It was something like that, kind of, where like it was a lot of arcade games like that got ported, like Smash TV, and then Marble Blast was one of them. Hamster Ball, some other stuff. So it was really late in its lifespan too. It's just like a weird little artifact from. Okay, we're gonna have an Xbox Live trailer real fast. Yo, we got a Marble Blaster in chat. Let's go. Yeah, it's a really weird, like kind of cultural timepiece artifact thing. Why is Discord freaking out and pinging me constantly? Is it the Insignia server? Because the event is starting? It probably is. There is there's people in voice chat in the Insignia server. I don't know if they're in it for this. We're just gonna hop in, and we're just gonna see. No, Insignia. It's the Xbox Live replacement thing. I have no idea if anybody else is here for this night. If not, we're just gonna have a walk around and talk about this port because it's kind of interesting. Okay, nobody else has joined. I think this is... Yeah, this is the dedicated server. Oh wait, Game... No, that's the wrong... The Game Freak 360 is here. Okay, I guess we're just gonna like 1v1. Yeah, a lot of interesting things with this port. It's kind of like a... this came out before Condition Zero, but it has a lot of changes from it. It's like a weird prototype version of that. Oh, I hear him coming. Ooh. In a lot of ways, it's kind of a weird proto version of Condition Zero, but it has some like visual effects that no later CS game has. Or no, not later CS game, no other Gold Source game has. Like, it has this sort of HDR effect going on. They went the other way. Yeah, it has some kind of, like, pseudo HDR that I don't understand, but is really interesting looking to me. I don't know why I'm so correct right now. Yeah, no, it definitely is some flavor of Gold Source. And yeah, it also has the radial menu that CSGO would later use. Although CSGO started as basically a successor to this version, so that makes sense. But it's just a lot of really weird things going on with this game. And it was like really popular on Xbox Live at the time too. We got people joining. See, how many shooters exist? Well, I mean, Halo. COD 4 wasn't... yeah, there wasn't any... I forget. I don't think Call of Duty 1 was on Xbox. I think COD 2 was the first one to come out on Xbox. But, like, I mean, you had a lot of options for shooters on the original Xbox. Like, all the Tom Clancy games had online multiplayer. Like, I have Rainbow Six on my shelf, and I think that's even on Insignia. But, like, if you really wanted to play CS, like, this is a fully featured version of CS. You just have to play it with the Duke. Did they just loop us? I think they looped us. They did. It is so hard to aim in this game. Yeah, you don't really get to play this like you normally play Counter-Strike. We'll take the scout. Splinter Cell Online is really cool. Yeah, people still play that. Actually, what is it? Double Agent got Insignia support recently. Which, that's a whole other can of worms, the original Xbox version of that game. How do you zoom in this, actually? I don't know how you... Is it... Nope, that's drop. That's switch. Oh, it's B. It's B to zoom. That makes so much sense. Oh, oh. Okay, that's bad. This is ridiculous. Yeah, Spies vs. Merc is really cool. If you like that, you should play you should play Intruder, because that's basically like the Deus Ex version of that. I don't think it's a licensing issue. I think it's just like not willingness to, especially because they don't have. Like, those games are all running on some weird fork of Unreal Engine 2. I think it's Unreal Engine 2. I'm just buying whatever. No communities or servers in your area. I'll say high ping doesn't matter that much in Intruder. Like, it matters, but people play internationally all the time, and it works totally fine. Because guns are, like, the least important thing in that game. God, yeah, they took all the Splinter Cell games off the store. You still can't play them with the physical discs, at least, but if you have a Series S, you're screwed. I'm just gonna bail. Screw that. I'm sneaky. The recoil is so insane. It's kind of just dumb luck whether you're going to actually shoot someone in this game. It looks like an NCIS version of 1.6. I mean, you're not entirely wrong about that. Yeah, I see the vision there. But I'd say it doesn't look as good on Dust, but like there's a couple of maps that were made for this, and they look they're like genuinely some of the nicest stuff I've ever seen on the Gold Source engine. I would have loved to see this kind of like pseudo Gold Source HDR make it to other games. I don't love the weird haze around the edges of the screen. That looks like it should be an emulation issue, but it's just like, this is original hardware. It's just like that. Yeah, no, Cry of Fear is awesome. But it's just like, that's just like a whole rendering feature that you don't really see. Like if we see this, like if we just look at this guy going around, you can kind of see the exposure changing. And I've never seen that in a Gold Source game outside of this. And it looks really nice. It's so saturated too, it's so colorful. It's just, this is a really interesting version of Counter-Strike. I think it had like an active player base all the way until the shutdown of the original version of Xbox Live too. Oh, don't forget him becoming the most important character in Rainbow Six Siege lore. That complete train wreck. See, I'm looking at the back of the box here. Does this have 5.1 surround? It has in-game Dolby Digital, but doesn't have 5.1 surround, it doesn't look like. It's kind of crazy how many original Xbox games had 5.1 support. See, I want Insignia. I hear you coming. Why am I? I should have used the incendiary, but I realized a little too late that I literally don't know how to use the incendiary. Was it just a skin? No. It was like he's an operator and everything. He's like voiced custom model, custom abilities. He has the Splinter Cell guns. Like, it's honestly a pretty nicely implemented, like, Sam Fisher as an operator in Rainbow Six, but... You know, I mean, it'd be cool if we had a Splinter Cell game. And what really stings is, like, I liked Blacklist a lot, right? I think Blacklist is actually a really, really cool game. But it stings pretty bad knowing that it's the last one we're probably ever going to see. It feels weird to be playing an online multiplayer game on the original Xbox in 2024. That's cool, the boxes go away. Okay, give me... I am broke. I need to start saving money. Okay, I don't know how to pull out my knife. That's not it. I don't hear anything. Yeah, I just realized... Is it D-pad something? No, it's not. How do you pull... Is it... Do you, like, double tap? No, you don't double tap. Why? I genuinely don't know how to pull out my knife. That's how. I didn't want to find out then. Yeah, he's covering me. Terrorists have attention deficit order. They forgot what there. Okay, I am going to open the manual and see what buttons do what. Because I've basically just been guessing. Okay, giant manual. Let's see. Cycle grenades is... Okay. Okay. But you can... That's weird. You can click and hold the right stick to increase your sensitivity, I guess. Interesting. Okay, reload, use cycle weapons, alternate fire. Okay. We're gonna wing it then. And we're gonna get... I don't know, we're just gonna get a pistol and wing it. I'll just kill someone and take their gun, I guess. Yeah, this is the best. This is what they should play at the next tournament. I just realized I forgot to buy ammo. I forget sometimes that this was the period where buying ammo was a thing you had to, like, do. That works. 120 pounds. It's 120 pounds for the, like, deluxe edition or whatever, isn't it? I obviously don't love that it's extremely expensive, but I give Ubisoft, like, a partial pass on, like, their expensive deluxe editions, because usually the DLC they, like, Ubisoft is at least good at having actually worthwhile DLC, I think. At least, like, in their, like, single-player games. I just think it's stupid to pre-order that DLC, but... Well, that didn't last long. Yeah, the DLC for Ubisoft games is kind of interesting, because it's consistently a lot better than the base games, as Mapbake said. I think part of it's like... I get the impression that Ubisoft is a studio that actually wants to be creative. You know? Because when they're not making, like, the big AAA headliner, they do some interesting stuff, like Division Survival. It's just, I think... I get the impression that they have some feeling of obligation to do boring stuff because it keeps selling well. I just wish they wouldn't. Let's see, are we just doing Dust 2 again? No practice round, huh? Okay, I think we're rotating. I wish I had an Xbox Live communicator, but nobody else has one either, so... I like how in CS 1.6, when you kill an enemy, it's like, okay, here's a tutorial on what killing enemies does and how to win. It's like, I kinda got that. Oh, he has to look down. Yeah, like Prince of Persia Lost Crown was really good. It's not that Ubisoft can't cook, it's just that they choose not to. Come on. I can hear them coming. First time burst fire has ever worked ever. Let's run. You know, I like Watch Dogs 2. I mean, I like Watch Dogs, 2. I was kind of neutral on 2, but Watch Dogs 1 is a lot better a game if you play it on, like, Batman rules. Where, like, you can do anything as long as you have, like, reasonable, plausible deniability that you didn't kill them. Whew, that worked well. But you can tell, like, a lot of the same developers who did... who did the Splinter Cell games worked on that. Also, crazy thing to think that that was going to be a driver game originally. Considering that game's infamous driving model. You know, I really, really miss the invasions from Watch Dogs. Those were like some of the most fun invasions in any game, I think. Let's see. I want... Take the flashbang. Well, like... Okay, this is gonna be a bold statement. Dark Souls invasions are great. I like them very much. I genuinely think I like the Watch Dogs ones more. Okay, come on, really? Yeah, no, what, like, I'm not the biggest fan of Dark Souls PvP. And I think Covenants are really cool, right? I have no issue with Covenants and all that. But the actual PvP mechanics kind of just lend themselves to a lot of... Oh, come on, come. Can't aim at all. How do you feel about the previous video performance? The Steel Battalion one or the Shadow one? I'm not happy at all about the Shadow one, because that just bombed. The Steel Battalion ones are doing well. Yeah, I was very unhappy with how the Shadow video did. I was kind of hoping it would do better, considering the new game coming out, but I guess people just weren't super interested. I'll be taking that. But what can you do? A lot of people didn't even get the notification, and I'm not sure if that was because of how I did it with, like, YouTube memberships and stuff. Which, that's part of why I stopped doing them, because I honestly don't trust YouTube not to break everything with recommendations. And also just because, he's, like, I don't stream that often, there's not really any reason to go for the stream benefits. I mean, okay, it is essentially like a thing tacked onto a Generations remaster, but I get the impression that it's like not considerably smaller than Generations is, because we know they have at least 5 stages, and we know that each stage has 2 acts, and they have the open zone, so that's already like not far off of the amount of content in Generations, depending on how you count the open zone stuff. And it seems like it's all or mostly going to be in 3D. This is a bizarre world version of CS where accuracy doesn't exist. Also, are all of them blind? That was a quad kill, what? Glad for the Generation remake. The pinball stuff isn't tied to pre-orders anymore. The pinball stuff hasn't been tied to pre-order stuff. Like, they've only sold it with Casino Night on Steam for a long time. FOB feels claustrophobic. Honestly, this feels pretty okay to me. Oh my god. I don't know what I thought was going to happen there. I don't think it's too bad. I think... I mean, I don't know what the actual FOB here is. But I feel like if you put this out to 16:9, nobody would have an issue with it. Okay, if you're a Titanfall player, nothing is wide enough. But I get it. I usually play at like 103. This is definitely higher FOV than a lot of games on consoles had. Oh yeah, the console ports. The remaster makes a lot more sense on console. I have the game on PC, obviously. And it's a little difficult for me to justify buying it, because in every other way, it is, like, the actual base game Generation stuff, aside from, I guess, like, the Chow, seems like it's going to be virtually identical to the remaster. Or to the original. It's like, I can already play it at 4K, 60 FPS, with whatever graphics mods I want. I don't really need a slightly better looking version of Generations. Although, between you and me, Generations isn't my favorite anyway. Okay, I should elaborate on that. Generations is really good. I'm not about to rock the boat and say Generations sucks, actually. But I think its speed stages are worse than Unleashed's. Unleashed speed stages, I think, are still the best that, like, the straight-up boost formula has ever been. I think Frontiers kind of qualifies as its own separate weird thing. But this is, like, the feeling of speed you get in Generations is so much better. Especially with, like, how much larger the levels are, and just longer they are. Where in Generations, it feels like they're always, like, 2.5 minutes long if you don't know what you're doing, and 90 seconds if you do. And I mean, I understand why they stopped doing that, because, like, if you've ever actually thought about how physically large Rooftop Run is, it's like making a GTA map for every single, like, 5 minutes of gameplay. But, like, it's an insane amount of work. But I miss them doing it. I don't have any issue with the direction that Shadow Generations is going, though. Because, like, I like the cyber... Like, aside from the technicalities, or the fine details of how it moves and stuff, like, the fine control details, I like the kind of design angle of Frontier Cyberspace a lot more than just the straight boost formula. At least outside of Unleashed. And of course, the downside with Unleashed is that you have to play the rest of Unleashed. So... This is really bad. This is not going well. Is there bullet penetration in 1.6? I genuinely forgot. No, part you don't care about in Generations is the plot. Yeah, the plot's nothing. I don't like the classic gameplay in that very much. And it's not terrible. Like, I don't think the 2D gameplay in Generations is outright bad or anything. I just don't think it's, like, good enough that I ever really want to play it. And if it's gonna be like, oh, this is the classic one, I would prefer it to actually play like the classic games do, as opposed to just kind of like some hazy, half-remembered memory of what they play like. Yeah, I'm really happy that Unleashed got, like, official high frame rate support. Although I play it on PC, because you can emulate it pretty nicely now. So is this server just running Dust 2, or... restarting the map? I like other maps too. Or is it just gonna be... It's Dust 2. Yeah, Deadlock came out. I don't know, I tried Deadlock. And my main takeaway was, oh yeah, I don't like MOBAs. So that was a pretty brief return. I'm also surprised that Sonic CD is still your favorite Sonic game. I saw a 7-hour video essay about how good Sonic CD is, and it's like, I like that you like it, but I don't... I'm not here for that. People see something in Sonic CD, and I don't really get it. Gonna fly now 12. Isn't that... That sounds familiar. Do I know him from somewhere? It's gonna drive me nuts. I feel like I know him from somewhere. I might be thinking of something else. Oh, I was thinking of Fly Away Now, the writer for Project Wingman, is what I was thinking of there. I had good luck with the Deeg earlier. See, okay, you don't find the difficulty now. I find it's... What I don't like about Sonic CD, I would like CD a lot more if I could just zoom the camera, like, way out, is the thing. Because if you don't know the level layouts, trying to time travel is so finicky in that game. And you just can't really see that far in either direction in, like, on the Genesis games. The Christian Whitehead port definitely helps, but it doesn't entirely alleviate it. Mania did a nice change of, like, it's not moved far out, but it's zoomed a little bit out. But ideally, I would want it to be, like, way further. And I will give CD credit for having the thing where the camera shifts. The camera shift is nice. Honestly, I don't know why the other games don't have the camera shift in some form. I like the, like, extremely early 2000s stopwatch at the bottom for the timer. It looks like a free one to get with a gym membership. Okay, they are over there. I'm gonna embrace the Deeg. Okay. The Deeg failed me. I feel like I used up all my skill at the beginning, and by skill I mean dumb luck. Like, I was killing it with the Deeg when we started. No, I'm not playing with the Duke. I'm playing with the controller S, which is very similar to an Xbox 360 controller. It's like a little chunkier, proportioned a little differently, but it's not wildly different from one. I hear you. Who says I wasn't playing Splinter Cell? The drop dash in Origin. Yeah, the drop dash is just kind of an improvement to every game. I'm glad Sega realized, like, yeah, there's no reason to not have the drop dash. They even put it in Frontiers. It's just completely useless in Frontiers. Feels wrong to see it play. You ever see the arcade machine? They had a Counter-Strike arcade machine in Japan. It's Counter-Strike Neo. Although, have you ever seen the controller for Counter-Strike Neo? Hold on. There's a picture of the controls somewhere, I think. They use, like... Oh, wait, no, did they use keyboard and mouse? Oh, no, I'm thinking of the Half-Life 2 arcade machine. Like, Half-Life 2 Survivor had, like, pedals and stuff. It was a fascinatingly weird... Yeah, hold on. Okay, after this round, I'm gonna pull up a picture of... Because, like, you may have seen Half-Life 2 Survivor. Have you seen the arcade machine, like, how you actually played it? It's like a half step away from playing it with a Steel Battalion controller. See, that'd be a good video, right? Playing Half-Life 2 Survivor with the Steel Battalion controller. Yeah, let's see here. Hold on. See, where's the picture I'm seeing here? Open image and new tab. Can I just drag this into OBS? I can! That's really cool. It doesn't work, so that is less cool. Image... Is it possible to just put a URL in for an image? No. Okay, fine, you're going to the desktop. Okay, yeah, look at this thing. Look at this, right? Look at this control implement. That's a pedal. What is this giant stick nub? Yeah, you have like a giant like joystick and just the nub that you tilt around, I guess. And I don't know what's happening in the other one with the big seat. Yeah, that's a fascinating thing to know exists. I kind of want one. You know, there's a PC port of that. Like, we could play that on stream. It takes some setting up, so I don't think I'd be able to do it tonight, but I'll keep that in mind. Maybe you'll see me sometime come through with the Half-Life 2 Survivor stream. It's kind of mid. Well, I mean, so is Thousand Land. And I enjoy that. Yeah, I know you're there, dude. What? Where did he... What? That was weird. Every time you finish a level, you need to put in an extra credit. That's cursed. I hate that. Yeah, actually, no, I have, if I want to go for the Steel Battalion controller, I have a HOTAS here. Not like a super great one, it's like a Thrustmaster, like T-Flight X or whatever. I could play Half-Life with that. I think I've earned actually buying guns. Man, remember when you had to buy ammo in Counter-Strike? Oh, they're totally coming this way. Okay, honestly, the AUG seems kind of cracked in this game, now that I see it. Just like being able to zoom in a little. Also has a resolution drop for no reason. Is it like... Like, how low resolution are we talking? Because it could just be, like, for the screen. God-awful recoil. Stop making me wanna play this. We've won a single round. I want to just point that out real fast. We might make it two. Okay, yeah, we know we're good. We have two wins. You threw a grenade there. There's no enemies left. Okay. Gonna do it like this. See, what I like about this, right? I can zoom in and actually hit things. I don't know what's happening to the HUD when I do that, but drop from like 1080p to 720p. I mean, it's not like Half-Life 2 has like a native resolution necessarily. When it came out, everyone was gonna be playing at like 600, 800 by 600, so or 480p. Maybe some playing at like 768p, but. And when did Half-Life 2 Survivor come out? Oh, okay, it came out in 2006, so 720p would be a very normal resolution at the time. Oh, we're so cooked. It's so over. Oh, we're just gonna watch this guy die. Okay, you can make it, buddy. Oh, okay. Is he saving? It kind of annoys me that you use the right trigger to switch players, but you can't use the left trigger to switch in the other direction. You just have to go through everybody again. This is just us two, isn't it? Let's see. Set up a dedicated server with map voting. Okay. Wait, hold on. Map. Oh, wait. Can I start a map vote? Maybe that's how this works. At 1360 by 360. Hold on. That's what? That is a strange resolution. I mean, huh. That's a really weird resolution. Now I feel like, now I wish I had, Half-Life on here. Okay, 380. I mean, that's really weird. I don't really have. That's just really weird. Hold on, let's see if anyone wants to switch it to Office. Oh, okay, never mind. We need to wait, and then we can switch it to Office, maybe. I didn't buy any ammo, so I'm just gonna have to Hail Mary this. Yeah, 1360 by 380. Oh, let's see, what was that? It didn't look like a particularly strange aspect ratio screen. I wonder what they were thinking with that. Hold on, no, buy ammo. Do you think there's anyone out there that's like really upset that they removed buying ammo? Da-dun, 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 da-dun. No, this is so stupid. Oh. That was some cartoon hijinks right there. Okay, I think it's been long enough that I can vote. Come on, Office, let's go. No, I still can't. Okay, maybe not. People are leaving. The people need Office, man. Also, these teams are really uneven. Did the Half-Life 2 one have multiplayer? Oh wait, no, there were two different arcade machines for Half-Life 2, weren't there? Because there was the single-player one that was, like, adapting campaign stuff, and then there was the multiplayer one. I don't know if that was the same machine or not, now that I think about it. Yeah, that version of Half-Life 2 Deathmatch is also very weird. Okay, match statistics. How long... Okay, it doesn't say how long we've been going. Come on, please. Number of votes required for the new map is 5. Okay, everybody has to agree. Does everybody want to switch to Office? How much silliness have I missed? Counter-Strike hijinks. And we played some GTA 3 earlier. Half-Life 2 Deathmatch is very weird, but I do like it. I mean, really, Half-Life 1 Deathmatch is also very weird, so... I love how Half-Life 1 Deathmatch just has absolutely no kinds of, like, spawn protection or anything. Okay, is he just saving? He probably should. I mean, he appears to only have a pistol, so that doesn't really matter, but... Are these different player models from Condition Zero? They look nice. That is like the bluest sky ever. I dig it. Half-Life 1 and 2 had land support, yeah. Okay, we just need to go Deagle in the Dream. I want a smoke grenade, I want a flashbang. That was the wrong one. Well, they aren't coming this way anyway. Okay, Protoss. Ooh, that was a good one! Okay, and we're gonna... get up to a little... We do a little Deagle hijinks, you know? That was really stupid. Let's see here. Yeah, let's do that again. That worked well. Deagle hijinks are the way forward. They never expect the Deagle hijinks. Yeah, I feel like every game really should have LAN support. Surprisingly, Halo Infinite lets you host a local server. Deagle me! Oh, come on. Deagle him. No. Spear. Oh! Dang it. Okay, see the move, right? The move is smoke grenade the Deagle. Because, like, nobody can aim, so if you're in the smoke grenade, they just... no one's gonna hit you. Okay, yeah, yep. Smoke grenade. Flashbang. I should really stop getting those mixed up. Okay, nothing there. So they gotta be going this way. Dun-dun, dun-dun, dun-dun. Dun, 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 dun. Deagle Ninja! That didn't... That went so far! I really overestimated how far that grenade was going to go. Or underestimated. How did that even happen? Okay, I need to stay on site if I'm gonna beat Deagle Ninja. Oh, the match has ended. Nobody wants to change maps, I guess. That's okay. This is a fine map for Deagle Ninja. Utils in 1.6 were worthless. Well, see the difference, right? Is that people can aim in 1.6. And also, it seems like people have a lot harder of time seeing into smoke than out of smoke. I feel like I've been on CT this entire time. Is this the... Hold on. Is this the old Xbox game online? Yes, it is. I really hate that the YouTube, like, stupid heart donation icon or whatever sits in front of chat and just blocks everything. I, like, drag that out? No, I can't. Okay. Cool. Love it. Great, cool. Oh, I can hide reactions. Okay. Hey, nobody needs to bother pressing the reaction button because I can't see it. But yeah, this is the original Xbox version of Counter-Strike on Insignia. Which allows you to play it exactly as poorly as you did in 2005. Okay, Deagle Ninja, let's go. Need to go to my favorite lurking spot. It's so dark. He came alone. I don't need this stupid gun. Yeah, I saw that was in the Hidden Xperia video. I'm glad people are finally realizing that Zero Order Hold exists, because it really flew under the radar for a while. I was really happy with how it turned out. Okay, not there. I hear shuffling. Okay, that way. Oh. Is there only one? Oh, there's only one T. Well, now I feel kind of bad. John Gun Ninja. Not just any gun. The gun. Is that really as accurate as the Deagle gets? Or is the crosshair just lying to me? Moonfall? You mean Moon Crash? I think it was called Moon Crash.
Okay, let's go.
Okay, it's Xbox version. I never really can tell because 1.6 is also kind of a wonky game to begin with. This level of like visual contrast would never fly today. But I do like that this kind of looks like the Sega Blue Skies version of Counter-Strike. Hold on, look it up. I think it was Moon Crash though. Bray Moon Crash. Yeah, this is what I imagine CS would look like if it got like a Dreamcast port like Unreal Tournament did. It's very weird that clicking in the stick just like massively raises the turn sensitivity in this game. Okay, I think it's probably safe to say the server's pretty much dead now. I totally meant to shoot there. The original Xbox triggers are like super sensitive, which I kind of like. Oh. Come on, where are you? Oh, I see it. Come at me! Come at me! Come on! Come on! No, that's unsporting. Come on. Come on. Alright, alright. Come on, come on, come on. Square up. Am I gonna keep the Steel Battalion controller? Of course I am! Oh! Are we just gonna do knife fights now? I'm down. Oh, we are doing a knife fight. Oh. Ow. Let's see, is there another thing happening in Insignia after this? Events. See, Crimson Skies is happening and ending at 4 p.m. Has fewer people interested. I don't know if people are going to be on for it. It looks like people are playing Halo 2, so we could hop to that. Or I could go to Be Right Back and come back bearing Half-Life 2. The thing about, okay, I suck at Halo 2 on the original Xbox, I'm gonna be honest with you. So that would be kind of a sad thing to look at. Before we do that, I want to go to one of my favorite looking maps in this, just so I can show you all how cool it looks. Fast line. I think I turned off the music. I hope I did. Okay, no I didn't. I'm gonna have to... hold on. Okay, I'm gonna have to load back in because I'm gonna start playing Linkin Park. Yeah, Counter-Strike on the original Xbox, God bless it, lets you play music off the hard drive. There we go. Even in multiplayer, you could be having like a ranked match on Xbox Live, Actually, I guess you couldn't, because I don't think there was ranked matches, but you could be playing on Xbox Live and just have, like, Meteora play. And that's so peak. This game is so peak. Is it still doing it? It should not be doing it still. Okay, I'm just gonna hold on, you know, I'm just gonna mute stream audio. We don't need it anyway. Yeah, so we're just gonna walk around while it plays deafened, muted Linkin Park. Look at how nice the lighting in this map is. Look at these vending machines. I mean, aside from the fact that they are absolutely huge, like, this is such a cool looking map for Gold Source. Just that, I just love the super, like, blown out lights on the... Yeah, it's just... I really like how it looks. I didn't know there was a vent here. Hold on, let's go on a little adventure. Let's see what's in the vent. It's just a big old vent, okay. Oh, I didn't notice there was like a peek outside here. That's cool. That baked in Chrome text, yeah. That's the video game. That is the video game vent. I kind of love it. Yeah, I really like it. Just this map just looks really cool to me. Hold on, where is the... There's like a big multi-level... Where is it? I don't know my way around this in any capacity. Is it up here? Also, yeah, that is a ladder. You can... yeah, it is kind of have that, like, Max Payne train station feel. Let's see, was it this way? Ooh, okay. We're just gonna go this way. Yeah, I think I know where it is then. Or not, we've got in a big circle. Was it over here? I have no sense of direction on Counter-Strike maps. Nope, that's a circle. There's one area of this map that looks really, really cool if I can remember where it was. Yeah, I think... Was it here? I think it was here, yeah. Oh. Yeah, this area, like, around here, I really like this. This map kind of reminds me of Fear, actually. Anyway, that's enough of my random gushing about Gold Source. We turn the game capture audio back on. We are going to eject Counter-Strike. One. And then... Okay, if we switch to Half-Life 2, it's gonna take like 5 to 10 minutes, I think. So is everyone cool with that, or do we switch to... I think people are playing Halo 2, but I don't know what playlist they're in. Insignia, Halo 2... It says on their site, which is really convenient. A lot of people playing Project Gotham Racing 2, apparently. So that's cool. Oh, 30 people are playing Halo 2. We got like a whole Team Slayer playlist full. Okay, well, I'm gonna... Hold on. Oh, by the way, well, yeah, here's something interesting. I just realized. You notice how the game is, Oh, it just froze. Okay, never mind. It's not like Halo 2. Halo 2 has a weird thing where you can take the game out of the Xbox and it just keeps going. Animal Crossing has a funny thing like that where you can take the... Like, because Animal Crossing on the GameCube is essentially just a straight port of an N64 game, so it only takes up like 20-something megabytes, I think. Meaning that it just loads the entire game into memory when you start Animal Crossing. And hold on. There it is. It's gonna be a sec because I have to actually get the game and stuff, and the stream might go weird. But yeah, you can play it in the RAM. Halo 2 is weird because it doesn't load anything off of the disc most of the time. But it does when you load into... I don't know what Halo 2 is doing as far as loading goes, because once you load into the campaign on the original Xbox, there's no loading screens in the whole game. But yeah, you can take it out, and it'll just, like, say no if you try and go into a level, but you can go around all the menus and stuff after taking the disc out. It's... Anyway, I need to focus on one thing for a second. I'm splitting my attention 8 different ways. I'm gonna go to BRB. I'll be back in a minute, and then we'll play Half-Life. Word of warning, we're still going here. I didn't realize I had my microphone on, actually. I certainly hope nothing unfortunate came through that I'm not thinking of. It'll be approximately 2 minutes. So keep enjoying the chill music, I guess, and waiting. Yeah, you have a good evening, man. Oh wow, I butchered that. You have a good evening, man. Okay, we're back. All right. So in theory, we should be good. Yes, that's one of my tracks. See, I might have to. Okay, I'm gonna have to refresh titles. Half space dash space life 2. It is time to suffer. I don't know if you all have seen this version of Half-Life 2. It is It is frankly ridiculous that it exists. Like, I feel like there is no justifying the existence of this thing. I think Valve did this port themselves too. Like, it's technically really impressive. It just shouldn't exist is the thing. Also, I love the incredibly ugly just pasted in Strider. Oh god. This is... I don't know how bad the loading times in this game are supposed to be. I'm playing this off of the hard drive, obviously, so hopefully they won't be as bad as they could otherwise be. Hold on. Seeing press start in Half-Life 2 is a vision. It's one of the things that I've seen. A sec. We just... More appreciative of the orange box port on 360. It's a pretty alright port, yeah. Ooh. Sprint is X? Okay, I have some questions about that binding, but okay. Right. Reload on B. Okay. I feel like this is really loud. Is that just me? Hold on. Let me just turn this down a little. I feel like... I mean, okay. Sure. Whatever. I guess we'll turn on subtitles just to see how big they can be. We are not playing on hard. This menu's kind of neat, though. It feels so weird seeing these, like, crusty source menus.
Rise and shine, Mr. Freeman. Rise and shine. Not that I wish to imply you
Looking a little
have been
crusty there,
sleeping
man.
on the job. No one is more deserving of a rest, and all the effort
This is the
in
closest to a
world
Half-Life
would
1
have
port on
gone to
Xbox that will ever
waste
exist.
Until,
I wonder if someone's ported,
well,
like, Xash 3D or
let's just say
Zash
your
3D or
hour
whatever it
has
is to it.
come again. The
TF2 on
right
Xbox
man in the
360.
wrong place
I see
can
people
make
kind
all
of...
the difference
there is
in
a
the
living
world.
community for
So
TF2 on
wake
Xbox
up,
360 because
Mr.
it is
Freeman.
basically a time
Wake
capsule
up
of
and
1.0,
Smell the ashes.
which some people are down for. I'm so used to all of these loading screens taking like 4 frames. Oh. 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 Oh, this is not running well.
This is my third transfer this year.
I mean, it's running. It feels weird to see Half-Life 2 on the original Xbox at all, but oh. If I just look at the ground here, this is okay. Maybe not. If I look over here, it's a stable 30. Oh, oh, oh.
I thought so much of City 17 that I elected to establish my administration here in the citadel so thoughtfully provided by our benefactor. I've been proud to
Bye.
17 my home.
But like, I mean, there's no cutbacks to like environment detail. It really feels like. I mean, the texture quality is terrible, but it, you know, detail-wise, it's Half-Life 2. Okay, I'm gonna have to remove. I'm gonna have to turn off the subtitles because they're so big. Okay, that's better. Ooh. Ooh, it does not like those transparencies. Ooh.
I wouldn't say that too loud. This is a base of operations.
Unfortunately, dead zones on the original Xbox are really small, so if I hold my controller the wrong way, there's a little bit of that. This echo effect on Dr. Breen. Early versions of Half-Life 2 had kind of nicer audio in some ways.
I thought so much of City.
Ooh, that's a saucy texture right there.
My administration here in the citadel so thoughtfully provided.
Hi, Barn.
I've been proud to call City 17 my home.
Yeah, if I keep like slightly twitching up, it's because my controller dead zones are a little. Stop doing that, game. It feels like it just drifts up sometimes, like more than I attribute to stick. Is there like a control setting? We'll live with it. I mean, I'll give it this. It looks like it has. Well, no, it doesn't have. For a second, it's like, oh, it looks like it has some, like, you know, some like decent anti-aliasing on it. No, it doesn't. Hello.
About that beer I owed you. It's me, Gordon, Barney from Black Mesa. Hey,
Looking
sorry
okay,
for the
bud?
scare. I had to put on a show for the cameras. I've been working undercover with civil protection.
I was doing a poor job with even the PC port on Steam. I mean, I guess kinda, but if you go back and you play like the actual original boxed version of Half-Life 2, there's a lot of issues on modern hardware and modern computers and things that have just been cleaned up over the years.
Well, Barney,
It totally was. Yeah, they totally added controller support for the Steam Deck because it was along with the UI update that was also for the Steam Deck and also Steam input and stuff.
As long as he stays away from checkpoints, we should be okay. Listen, I gotta go, Doc. We're taking enough chances as it is.
very well. And, Gordon, good to see you.
I'm kind of surprised they didn't just like
Gordon,
pre-render
You're
that.
gonna have to make your own way to Dr. Kleiner's lab. Oh, man, that's what I was afraid of. Get in here, Gordon, before you blow my cover. Pile up some stuff to get through that window and keep going till you're in the
Wow,
plaza.
physics.
See you later.
Half-Life 2 on Xbox does not have deathmatch, sadly. I kind of wish it did. Just because I want to see what a complete catastrophe of video game just butchering that would be. Does the Steam Deck count as a PC? It's basically a laptop with a controller stapled to it, so yeah, sure.
Let me read a letter.
Gotta aim. Okay, we'll go for a long toss. Yeah. You want a second? You want a second?
Of course, Your question touches on one of the basic biological impulses.
There's a really good video from Fami about the Xbox 3... hold on, what's happening right here? something ain't right in this corner. There's a good video from Fami about the Xbox 360 version of, like, the Xbox Live Arcade version of Portal 1, where there's a skip you can do to play the entire game on the trial. Oh my god. How many frames do you reckon this is? This is cinematic. Whoa. Oh, they sold this for money. This is like super effects chip level of... Yeah, I mean, if you want, you can come back to the stream later. If you press a period and comma on the keyboard, you'll step 1 frame forward and back. I will say, though, like, if this was on the PS1, this wouldn't even stick out as weird. If it was like PS1 or N64, people would be totally fine with this performance. But, by the original Xbox, we remembered what standards were a little bit. Hi, Strider. Oh, look at that texture for that building. Is that an LOD or is it just like that? No, that's just how it is. Okay. I've seen people call this game an impossible port, and it is a really amazing technical achievement that they made it. But it's one of the, it's not like Doom 3, where like the original Xbox version is a fine way to play it. This is definitely one of those Jurassic Park, like, just because you could doesn't mean you should sort of things. Did they adjust the physics on that a little bit in the like the steam pipe version and stuff? I don't remember it being this easy to just break physics. Loading screen. I mean, at least it's not Half-Life on the Dreamcast. You ever see the loading screens in that? I'll give it a break because it never actually came out, but... I will say, it's still on some level impressive that this is happening at all. But I haven't had to shoot anything yet, so we'll see how that feels. Half-Life was on it was kind of on Dreamcast. There was a port made for it, and it was like 90 to 95% complete. And like you can download it and just burn it to a disc and play it. I mean, it's Half-Life on the Dreamcast, but if you think about the Dreamcast as a console for more than like 2 seconds, you understand why that's not a very good idea. Considering it has one thumbstick. And also just isn't powerful enough to run Half-Life. There's horrible loading screens in that version. But that's what Blue Shift was originally made for.
Get in here, quick! Keep moving, head for...
I actually don't remember if the actual port was done by Gearbox, but like Blue Shift was. You know, another interesting thing with the Half-Life 2 port on... Oh man, it does not like those volumetrics. An interesting thing with the Half-Life 2 port on PS2 was there was like one demo disc where it hooked into... I think it actually hooked into like the proper mod support that Half-Life 2 had. Oh man. It hooked into the like mod support of Half-Life 1. And it was... What was it? What was it called? It was like the demo disc. It was Half-Life Uplink. just like a PS2 port of Half-Life Uplink that you can only get with a like it was like a okay, come on, beat me up. It was a demo disc that like it was a special cheat code you would put in, and then you'd put the demo disc like you disc swap to the demo disc in the Half-Life menu, and then it would load Half-Life Uplink. And it's like that's really weird that they did all that for like one demo disc.
I better hurry.
It looks like my voice is peaking like really a lot in OBS. Is it fine actually?
Dr. Kleiner said you'd be coming this way. I don't think it occurred to him
That
to
is
write it
a
on the map.
saucy looking elevator. What resolution do you reckon that is? Like,
I'm Alex Vance. My father worked with you back in Black Mesa.
see, I assume that spec is a pixel. I'm gonna guess like 64 by 64.
A few words, aren't you? Remember him from Black Mesa? Your old administrator.
Yeah, the stop and swap stuff from
My dad
N64.
started on Dr.
A little bit.
Green.
It's not like was it Monster Rancher? Was it Monster Rancher? I think it was Monster Rancher. Where you'd put different like music and game discs and things into the PS2 or PS1 as like a disc swap, and it just generate monsters from the metadata. But
Funny, you showing up on this day in particular.
I can hop it better than you can.
We've been helping people escape the city on foot. It's a dangerous route to my father's lab, through the old canals. Today, we're finally on the verge of having a better...
Is that like boarded up windows? I never noticed that. Funny the things you notice when the game is running in like 360p and about 25 frames a second in an empty room.
By the way, nice to finally meet you.
DS download play was great.
Lamar!
Have a cactus, Kleiner.
Uh-oh, everything all right, Dr. Kleiner?
Oh, hello, Alex. Well, almost all right. Lamar has gotten out of her crate again. If I didn't know better, I'd suspect Barney of trapping and... My goodness. Gordon Freeman.
Hi, it's me, Gordon Freeman, breaking your teleporter.
Around outside. Bit of a troublemaker, isn't he?
We owe
Come
a
on.
great deal to Dr. Freeman, even if trouble does tend to follow in his wake. I must say, Gordon, you
Hold
come
on.
at a very
There we go.
opportune time.
Just, slot
Alex
this.
has just installed the final piece for
Come
our
on.
resurrected teleport.
I can't take any credit for the breakthrough, Doctor.
Slot that right on in there.
Your talents surpass.
No, I don't have a Discord server.
Works, okay?
I don't especially want one.
There you are.
I mean, I know a lot of channels have Discord servers, especially for like patrons and things, but
We can't keep him
I broke a teleporter.
jeopardize everything we worked for.
Don't worry, he's coming with
I feel
me.
like it's
That's
often
right.
more trouble than it's
This
worth,
is a red letter.
and it's just another thing I need to moderate.
Teleport with a double transmission.
You mean it's working? For real this time?
I don't want to have a Discord server just for the sake of having one, you know?
About that cat.
No, there's nothing to be nervous about.
cat?
We've made major strides since then. Major strides.
What cat?
Doc, since he's not taking the streets, you might as well get him out of his civvies.
What? Oh dear, you're right. I almost forgot. Barney, I'll give you the
I
honor.
want to go.
I've got to get back on my shift.
Oh,
But okay.
sneaky. Oh, there we go. Oh. Oh. Ah, is there an invisible wall there or something? Gimme.
Here we go. Ah! Damn it, get
Hi,
off
Lamar.
me!
Lamar, there you
I
are.
thought you got rid of that pest.
Certainly not. Never fear, Gordon. She's debeaked and completely harmless. The worst she might do is attempt to couple with your head fruitlessly.
Get that thing away from me!
Here, my pet. Hop up. No, not up there. No. Careful, Lamar. Those are quite fragile.
Goodbye. Go to the vent.
Oh, fie. It'll be another week before I can coax her out of there.
I really wish that these games had not tiny dead zones. I need to get like a nicer,
Person.
or just a different controller at least. This one's not bad, but
Well, Gordon, go ahead.
the cable's a little iffy, I think. Yeah.
Well, Gordon, I see
Hi,
your
Kleiner.
HEV suit still fits you like a glove. At least
I'm glad that, like, I mean, they, in terms of, like,
I've made a few
features, they
modifications,
kept
but
everything,
I'll
like, the
just
facial
acquaint you with
animation,
the
everything's still really good.
Now let's see.
That shader's a little, I don't know about that,
The
but...
Mark V hazardous environment suit has been redesigned for comfort and utility. Oh dear.
Doc, we don't have time for this.
Show on the road.
Come on. The old Duke. Everyone loves the Duke. Really, it's not that much smaller or larger than the Dreamcast controller. It just makes a better bludgeon. Hi, Alex. Hi.
Gordon, why don't you position yourself near the panel over there and wait
Yep,
for my
yep,
word?
yep.
Isaac, are you there?
Yes, Eli.
Let's see, is that?
Hold up on
Yeah,
the
that
set.
is also real time, I think.
Found his way into our lab this morning.
No, that's not
I mean,
who
I'm
think
impressed
it
that they did it, but
Indeed it is, and it's our intention to
I
send
feel
him
like they
back in
maybe
straight
shouldn't
away
have.
on the company
So you can tell
vehicle.
because the texture quality is terrible.
Ready for us, Dad?
We're all set on this end.
Then let's do it.
Can't really think of any reason why they couldn't have pre-rendered that, but okay.
Flux should self-limit, and I've clamped the manifold parameters to C1 base and LT orbifold, Hilbert inclusive. Conditions could hardly be more ideal.
Ooh, that's a
what we
texture
said
right
last
there.
time.
Hey, yeah, about that cat.
Initializing in 3, 2, 1. No fiddlesticks. What now? Excellent.
You gonna let Gordon throw the switch?
Gordon, go right ahead.
Oh, fine, I'll flip this switch. Now I'm gonna do parkour again.
Final sequence. Commencing now.
I can't look.
Oh, you'll be fine. It's supposed to do that. It's cool. Let me just look from my vantage point.
Well,
Ah,
did it work?
See for yourself.
Hey, Doc.
Thank goodness. My relief is almost palpable.
Fantastic work, Izzy.
Well, I can't take all the credit. Dr. Freeman proved an able...
yeah, I know it's all rendered in real time in Half-Life 2.
Through now.
I'm just confused that they also did that in the Xbox version that barely runs.
Throwing that switch and all, I can see your MIT education really pays for itself.
All right, Barney. Your turn.
Gee, thanks.
Gordon, as soon as you're in position, we'll send you to Eli's.
And not a moment too soon.
Let me hit things with a stick. Come on. I love the Half-Life 2 opening as much as the next guy, but
In 3,
it's a little old on a replay.
1. Barney, if you'd be so kind.
Good luck out there, Gordon.
Yes, indeed. We're ready to project you, Gordon. Bon voyage, and best of luck in your future endeavors. Final sequence. What the hell? What is it?
Thanks, Lamar.
Freaking headhopper!
Lamar, steady.
Lamar is free.
Lamar, we can forget about that thing.
Coming through, Dad. What's going on?
Hello.
I'm not sure.
Be back in 5 hours.
Something's drawing him away.
What's the meaning of this?
Hi.
Who are you? How did you get in here?
Walk.
I'm getting him out of there.
Teleportation is known to cause very low frame rates.
What's going on?
Don't worry, Gordon.
There he is.
Hello.
We're losing it again.
I'm all but certain it was Gordon Freeman.
Hello. Hi. Hello, one ichthyosaur in this entire game.
He didn't come through.
Where is he?
Behind you.
Hi.
Shut it down. Shut it down.
Run! Okay. Frame rate, calm down. Hi. You know, I can see why people don't really talk about this port very much. Oh, sprint is a toggle. That's weird. Hmm. It is loading, right? Oh, there it goes. It finally feels like loading. See, save game. I should probably do that. Give me my beating stick.
Hey, Gordon! The Citadel's on full alert. I've never seen it lit up like that. Get out of City 17 as fast as you can, Gordon. Take the old canals, right? They'll get you to
Give me the
Eli's
stick.
lab. It's a dangerous route, but there's a whole network of refugees, and they'll help you if they can.
Come on,
I'd
gimme,
come
gimme,
with you,
gimme.
But I gotta look after Dr. Kleiner. Oh, and before I forget, I think you dropped this back in Black Mesa. Good luck
Thank
out
you.
there, buddy. You're gonna need it.
Oh yeah, I forgot they had like the kind of cross equipment thing in this. Hey, did they bind white to the flashlight? They did. Good work. Man, the texture quality on props especially is really something to behold. Good talk. You don't really think about how many loading screens this game has until they aren't near instant. I feel like Portal 2 is worse about it though, because you have a loading screen after basically every test chamber, and because it's all on like the nice separate screen, it has to actually go through a whole thing every time it loads instead of just speeding through it.
They'll be looking for you now. You'd better run. There's nothing else you can do here.
Gun. Half-Life 2 pistol, my beloved. Yeah, the anti-aliasing on the fence is not amazing. Although I guess that's kind of just how Source is. Just sticks out a lot at the amazingly low resolution here. This game doesn't really like it when things happen, does it? Okay, no. Yeah, this is on the struggle bus, I'm gonna be honest. Like, this is the way that someone first played Half-Life 2, and that's a terrifying thought. And I don't understand why they never did Half-Life 1. Because they wouldn't have any trouble running that. But I mean, it's all here. It doesn't really feel like it's cut down at all, other than just performance and visuals. So I respect it on the terms that it is in fact Half-Life 2 running on the original Xbox at all costs, and maybe at every cost. Oh boy. Oh, we're just gonna look up. We're gonna look up. We're not gonna look down and all that. The water is the bad place. We don't look at that. Oh, come on. I've played Half-Life 2 a lot of ways. This really takes the cake as being the worst.
God. Guess the sirens for you, huh? Good thing you found us. You're not the first to come through here by
This is the Freeman. The Combine's reckoning has come.
You are not looking so good, pal.
We're just a lookout for the Underground Railroad. Main station's right around the corner.
Yeah, I like how the faces still have like decent texture quality, but the clothes are just
Jolt to get you going.
completely ruined.
We cannot yield a moving target.
Report counter behavior to a civil protection team immediately.
Does it actually like reflect anything? Oh, nice.
That is all we can spare.
Be careful. We really can't afford to get noticed. Civil protection catches you down here, it's bad news for the whole railroad.
Come on.
We serve the same mystery.
Unrest procedures code is now in effect.
Hit the road, Jack.
Pacify.
I think after root canal, I'm probably gonna end stream because we've been going for how long? Quite a while. Assuming I can mentally endure a root canal. That is some low frame rate fire. Oh, this bit's totally going to run well.
Station 12, come in.
This is Station 8. We heard 12 go down and out. Surgical strike units are targeting railway stations. Repeat,
Ooh, time for the frame rate to die. I'll say, like, at least the aiming feels, like, pretty usable, right? By 2000, what, 2004, 2005, this port came out? Not bad aiming. The performance is, I think, bad by any standard, but... Welcome, new person. Oh. Okay, bye. Oh, okay, this actually can't hit me. If you are wondering why we're playing Half-Life 2 on the original Xbox, I don't think I can give you an adequate explanation. It's just... this is just where we've ended up today.
Over here! Keep going, friend. That station was raided, but there's others up ahead.
Oh, thank you very much.
I'm gonna stay here in case any others come through.
The chatter, I mean, not the NPC in the game. That is of no help. Yeah, I'm not sure how the Steel Battalion video is doing right now, because I haven't checked it since the stream started. The music era and the crane scene. I am also curious about that, but I do not have the spirit to get that far, I don't think. And I don't know if I'm a strong enough man to even attempt playing all the way through this port. Must I be left a broken person? Ooh. Ooh, stick click is feeling a little weird right now, but... Oh my, that... Oh, that... You never want to go full normal. Come on. Ragdolls are as good as ever in this port. I feel like ragdolls in general just peaked with Source. Ooh. That frame rate did not peak. Okay, just moving on through this. If someone says they don't like Source ragdolls, they're a liar. Or their opinions are so bad that they ought to lie. Yeah, it's amazing how this game is like... Oh, that's interesting. They made those flash. Those didn't do that in the PC version, do they? Huh. I guess so that if you're playing this on a CRT, you can see that they're not normal boxes more easily, but that's weird. Duck and cover before the frame rate drops to 4. Oh, okay. No. Was this always this difficult to do? Alright. Oh wait, no, that's not what you do there. I'm just stupid. Oh man. If I feel like when explosions goes off, when any explosion goes off, you just kind of have to resign yourself to not being able to do anything until it stops. It does in the PS3 version. Well, the PS3 version is a little weird because it was made by EA. Because Valve just... Oh my god. What happened there? Yeah, the PS3 version was made by EA because Valve just hated the PS3 so much they didn't even want to like have anything to do with developing on it. So they were just like, hey EA, you want to do Orange Box? And they did, and it was bad. It's a little janky to do on a controller. You're trying to press the left stick to sprint. Because, you know, X is not the most convenient. PS3 development became way easier a year later when the Slim came out. I mean, not really. Like, it was still, like, Slim hardware-wise is still more or less the same. At least from the developer end. It's just that people finally figured out how the heck to use the thing. Although even then, most multiplats still ended up being worse on the PS3. Slim is what saved the PS3 to most people. Yeah, I mean, I'd say mainly just because it was cheaper, but yeah. Although it's weird to think, like, when the PS5 and Series X came out, everyone was like, wow, they're so expensive, but I mean, relative to what consoles have traditionally cost, not really. Like, the original Xbox in today's money was $500 when it came out. Oh, that frame rate. We're just not gonna deal with anything with finesse. Name a more iconic duo than early versions of 7th gen consoles in self-destruction. Except for the Wii. The Wii was totally fine. How long is Root Canal? I kind of forget when Half-Life 2 chapters start and end. Hey, still got the Xenon, huh? Yeah, those are a little hard to come by these days. Yeah, scalping and supply line stuff.
Civil protection is onto us.
This whole console generation launch was just kind of a train wreck.
Looks like you're gonna be the last one through.
I mean, it was so bad in Japan that people willingly bought the Xbox Series X. That's how you know something's gone wrong.
Now they're flooding the areas up ahead with manhacks. You'd better get going before they sweep through here. Oh, shit.
Basically after you meet the head crabs. Okay.
Call. Thanks for your help.
Come at me. Come on. It's a little harder with the controller, I'll be honest. I played through Half-Life 2 VR, and that was really good, honestly. If you've got a VR headset, Half-Life 2 VR, 100% worth playing. Feels basically native. Although, as with all VR games, the shotgun is going to immediately become your favorite weapon to use, and you will want to use it constantly because it's so satisfying to pump. Oh, the frame rate. You know, for a little bit there, the frame rate was doing pretty okay, but the game had to remind us what we're playing here. Well, agree to disagree on it being a gimmick, I guess. Although I'll say VR added to games that don't already have VR, usually it depends on how it's implemented. But I feel like it's one of those things where it feels like a gimmick for the first, you know, Like, if you're playing a game like Resident Evil 4 VR, it can feel like a gimmick for the first, 30 minutes, 40 minutes, whatever. But when you're close to the end of it, not close to the end of it, once you're, like, really into it, and, like, you're willing to, like, really get invested and just sink some time into it, then it kind of, it hits different. It does suck that it's locked to PSVR 2, though. I really hate that. Although, at least PSVR 2 now is, like, remotely justifiable because you can use it on PC. For an additional charge, of course. Yeah, it's not backwards compatible. And, like, it's one of those things where I can... Okay, I think the reason it's backwards compatible isn't what people think it is. It's not a software problem, I don't think it's a hardware problem. Because the original PSVR just used PlayStation Move controllers, and those are really just weird. Like, standard VR controller design that we've kind of settled on since can't really emulate them in any comfortable way. So I think they just didn't do it on the principle of, like, how would you control it. I'm more surprised that games didn't get just, like, widespread ports to PSVR 2. Because, like, I mean, PSVR 1 games I wouldn't think would be that difficult to port to it. And it also doesn't help that it feels like Sony didn't really have any real commitment to it like they did with PSVR 1. Because, like, they invested a lot into making, like, specific games, or, like, just, getting other people, in some occasions, to make specific games for PSVR 1. It had a pretty solid library. But it was just always held back by how they kind of cheaped out in a lot of ways. Yeah, they're expensive. And the weird thing with the PS2 VR 2, especially, is that if it came out as, like, a PC headset and not a, like, specific PlayStation 1, if it had PC support in the first place, I think it would have done really well. Or at least, like, really well by VR headset standards. Because as, like, taken as just, like, here's the feature set, here's the price, it's actually very competitive with other VR headsets. Like, it's, like, really, aside from, like, the Quest exclusives, if you just wanted to play PC VR games, it would be a better option than the Quest 3, I think. But they waited so long to get support for it on PC, I feel like they kind of missed their window on that. Especially if Valve ever finishes whatever headset they're working on. But yeah, like, in terms of, like, actual headset specs in a vacuum, it's, I'd say, arguably better than the Valve Index, and less than half the price. Like, it could have been very competitive for PC VR if it just supported it straight out the gate. Well, again, not even just two headsets. You have to buy two headsets and two consoles, because PSVR 1 doesn't work on the PS5. But I say all that, and I still really want to play GTA in VR with the whole racing setup. Or GT7. I mean, I don't think it works on PS5. I could be wrong on that, but... Because the thing about PSVR 1, right, is that, like, it's like 50% just hacked together PlayStation Move hardware. Like, the controllers are just PlayStation Move controllers. It's just using the PlayStation Eye camera. It's basically just a PlayStation Move setup with a screen. Which makes it's I think that's why it's in such a bad position with like backwards compatibility and just support on PS5. It's because it's basically all like it's a headset, it's a really basic headset that's just the screen, and then a bunch of PS3 tech stapled together to make it work. And that's just a really difficult thing to work with in like a long-term compatibility kind of way. Especially because, like, honestly, the controller setup for the PlayStation Move controllers was stupid and completely different from what anybody is using for VR these days. Yeah, don't take me as like the ultimate source on it not being backwards compatible or it not working on PS5. I could be wrong on that, but as far as I'm aware, it doesn't. Honestly, my stance on it is that they probably should have just made like proper controllers for it the first time and just avoid all of this problems. Or all of these problems. Yeah, I'd say like outside of like specific peripherals like PSVR and Xbox One Connect stuff, this generation's been very good about backwards compatibility. Which I mean I congratulate them on that, but also like architecturally they're basically the same consoles but more powerful. So it's not like it was really high effort to achieve that, I don't think, but like we've gone from computers to more powerful computers. And I'm willing to guarantee that all of them would be giving me a better Half-Life 2 experience right now. Except, actually no, you know what? No, I take that back because PlayStation 4 can't play Half-Life 2. But, or PlayStation 5. See, I don't buy the logic often say about 9th gen consoles having no games, because no one would buy a console with no third-party games. Legit, my PS4 hard drive has over 260 games on it. The thing is, like, when people say that, they mean, like, new games. That, like, really take advantage of the new hardware and stuff. Which, there is kind of a lack of those, because, ultimately, I feel... Okay, we're at a weird point in the console kind of generation... just... existence, I guess. I don't know what you want to call it. The evolution of consoles, I guess. Which is that, like, I think the 360 and the PS3 were good enough, to, like, technically, where you can make just about any idea of a game work on them. Like, there's not really many games coming out now that could not have conceivably been made for a PlayStation 3 or an Xbox 360. Just not with the same fidelity. And then the PS4 and the PS4 comes out, and the Xbox One comes out, and they're able to get the fidelity too. And now we've kind of hit a point of extreme diminishing returns, where game design is virtually identical as it was, you know, 15 years ago. And we just don't really have as good a justification to have everyone buy new hardware constantly. Because, like, it's gonna be a tough sell unless, like, outside of, like, unless the next generation of consoles is able to do, like, full ray tracing, no sweat. I don't think there's really going to be much that can justify consoles beyond what we already have, fidelity-wise. Like, games on the PS5 look as good as they, I think, ever really need to. I mean, higher frame rates would be nice. Higher resolutions would be imperceptible. So where are we going from here, I guess is the thing. And that's what people mean when they say, like, oh, there's no games for next gen. Because, like, like, you have 260 PS4 games playable on the PS5, but there's not a lot of games that you really need a PS5, right? Oh, yeah, no, I mean, it's definitely good that you can play the PS4 games on the PS5 with actual stability and all that. Like, we can actually hit the performance targets we were aiming for now, but realistically, a really good-looking PS4 game and a really good-looking PS5 game, I feel like resolution and frame rate are kind of the only meaningful differences there. Or like a top-of-the-line PS4 game and a top-of-the-line PS5 game. Which, that's normal early into a generation. Like, early 360 games don't look that much better than original Xbox games. But we're 4 years in, and that's kind of still how it is. We're at a point now, because like with the PS4, there's like a lot of games were like 900p or 720p. Obviously there's room for improvement there. But when you have like, 1440p, 4K, do you need a higher resolution than that? I don't think you do. 60 FPS is, I mean, I like 144 FPS, but for most games, 60 FPS is just fine. Oh, yeah. I mean, Elden Ring kind of runs like garbage on everything. Can you imagine being one of the poor souls playing Shadow of the Erdtree on, like, a base Xbox One? But yeah, I mean, running the PS4 version of PS4 version of Elden Ring on the PS5 is ultimately just kind of a different performance mode. It's not something that like really necessitates a PS4 version. That's honestly what the performance mode in the PS5 version should be performing like. That's just them kind of screwing up, but it is definitely good that you can do that. Let's see. Flash's Last of Us 2 Remastered couldn't even hit 90 FPS, let alone 120. I mean, yeah, but I mean, I agree. Like, it's one of those things where, like, okay, higher frame rate. Big fan of higher frame rates for a lot of different games. I'm not sure why I'm saying this like we're disagreeing. I think we're on the same page here. We're like, okay, they make the PS6. What does the PS6 do that the PS5 can't? Because if it's just, yeah, it runs the same games at 120 FPS instead of 60, I don't think most people are going to care. Like, realistically, most people don't really care about the difference. Like, I think people care about 60 FPS versus 30 FPS. I mean, I'd say most casual players even would notice that. But 60 FPS, I think, is definitely the threshold of enough, especially if you're playing with a controller where, like, if that was what they were selling the PS6 on, I don't think many people would buy one. So, I'm just kind of curious where we're going, I guess. As much as I absolutely hate the way Xbox is being run right now, I still think they had the right idea when they said, like, yeah, I think, like, console generations as we've known them are over. I just wish they were right about anything else. What am I doing? I can just walk. It's cool. I can chill. It's because of the price of OLED TVs. I mean, I don't really think it is, necessarily. I like OLED TVs as much as the next guy, but they don't really take a more powerful console to run, I don't think. HDR rendering has some extra performance hit, but I don't think they're really going to be able to sell a PlayStation 6 on the fact that it works better with an OLED TV. I mean, even like frame rate wise, like you said, Last of Us Part 2 doesn't hit 90, but realistically, with variable frame rate on like every TV that goes up to 120, I think kind of fluctuating in that 80 range is fine. Especially with a controller, I think aiming for 120 is kind of a waste anyway. But anyhow, on PS5 to run games at 120 FPS always forces 1080p. Any game you're looking forward to for the rest of the year? I'm looking forward to Stalker 2. I really hope that's good. And I'm looking forward to... I don't even know what's coming out. It's either Stalker 2... I know there's Pacific Drive DLC coming. I like Pacific Drive a lot, so that'll be good. What was... Forever Winter is coming out in 3 weeks. That game looks cool. But there's not a huge amount that I'm really chomping at the bit for. But that's fine. You know, I have a horribly long bucket list that literally over 100 games in my bucket list as it is. So I'm not exactly gonna weep for the absence of more. This is the only part of this game that arguably controls better on a controller. Arguably. Is that a custom frame rate lock? Well, the thing is, like, if it's just fluctuating, I'd say within, like, 20% of, like, its frame rate target. Or if it's targeting, like, 90 frames a second and it's dropping down to 70, if you have, variable refresh rate, that's not a problem, really. I mean, it's not good, but it's not like a big deal, because VFR is enough to make it to where you're probably not really gonna notice it. Like, it's a problem on the Steam Deck because it doesn't have VFR, where if you're running at 90 Hz and it drops to 70, you can really tell. But oh yeah, Sonic X Shadow Generations. I completely slipped my mind. What's your game of the year for now that is not Shadow of the Erdtree? Pacific Drive. Easily Pacific Drive. Oh shoot, no, P3 Reload came out this year. Shoot. Okay, then I actually don't know. See, P3 Reload's tricky. Because it's a remake of a game that I already was like one of my favorites ever made. And it's a considerably better remake in my opinion. I really liked what they did with that remake for the most part. So, I mean, I guess P3 Reload, because it's Persona 3. But as far as games that are not remakes of games that I already love very much, Pacific Drive, definitely. Pacific Drive is my beloved. Yeah, I'm just gonna adjust my compression a little bit and hopefully stop it from peaking. Hopefully this still sounds fine. See, is it the attack time on the compressor that's the problem? It might be. Let's turn that down. Credit there, I did look into P5 Royal this year. Yeah, P5 Royal. Okay. I'm going to go on one last tangent where I talk about... I'm going to quit Half-Life 2 also. I'm going to go on one last tangent. Persona 5 Royal is really, really good. it's still personally my least favorite of the three, which in your case is a good thing, because that means it's all uphill from there, but they do different things better than others. Like, I think the gameplay in 5 is the best. I like the... I think the game, like, the dungeon gameplay in 5, I think is definitely the best. I think the, like, day-to-day, like, daily life stuff is the best in 4. But I think 3 is the best overall. Or Reload, I'd say, is the best overall. Especially when it comes to, like, main story and stuff. We're saying P5 is the only one you've played. Alright, yeah. Look forward to the other ones. P4 is a little weird to play now, because it's the only one that hasn't, like, been modernized, or just is modern. So you're still playing the PS Vita version, which is pretty close to the PS2 version. But I still like it very much. Anyway, we've been going for 3.5 hours, so I'm gonna end stream. I'm gonna just bluntly say to go watch the Shadow video if you haven't already, because no one did. But, let's see. How is Steel Battalion holding up? Oh, that's doing real well. Okay. That's what I like to see. I keep getting the Steel Battalion video and the Division video mixed up looking at the thumbnails, because they're intentionally very similar. Sorry, but I already watched that video. Watch it again. Good news is I still have my Vita. P4 Golden's on everything now. You can play it on your Steam Deck. You should play it on your Steam Deck. Yeah, you can play Golden on whatever you want. That was, for a while, that was the only one they had ported, and they only ported it to PC, which was weird, but yeah, they just, like, shadow dropped the P4 port during the PC Gaming Show one year. The obligatory Shadow the Hedgehog review. I am probably going to do a video on Shadow Generations. Hopefully, I wonder if I can get a review code for that, if I just, like, bug Sega. But, I mean, I was going to play that anyway, but yeah, I would like a review code for it. I don't want to pay $40 for it. Alright, yep, you gotta get going, I gotta get going, everyone gotta get going. It was a good stream. Big Chillin on the Xbox. And the next stream is probably gonna be Big Chillin on the Ouya, so it's gonna be considerably less fun, probably. But, yeah. That'll be all. You all have a good one. See ya.